Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and today TMS is piloting Nartur up to Minmus, and you guys are going to do a whole bunch of science, hopefully clearing out the entire planet of science, at least the science we have. This is going to help us basically clean out the tech tree, and it's also going to do a little bit more, but we'll find out what that is. In the meantime, because you can't see it under this fairing, you can't see the surprise, but we are going to do a material study, a mystery goo, and a temperature scan on the launch pad. We're going to carry those up into space, and then Nartur is going to get out and reset those once we're in orbit. But in the meantime, TMS is going to hit the T key to turn on SAS. We're going to count down 3, 2, 1, launch. I will admit it's been a while since I used this ship, but I do not recall it being completely uncontrollable. I am going as far to the right as I possibly can, and the ship is going to the left. Hopefully I'll have a little more control now. I do. But we might actually just launch into a retrograde orbit here. That is nuts. I hope we don't drop those on the Space Center. I think we're in it to win it now. We're gonna have to go retrograde. We just don't have the option. That is kind of crazy. Yeah, the thing is, I made this ship long before. I made the ship before I made the plane. that did the plane contract back in episode 3, was it? I made this ship, and then I realized I couldn't build it because I didn't have the tech involved, well, actually, I could have built it. I wanted to be able to do surface samples, so then that was where the whole plane thing started. And then last episode with the satellite and the tourism and everything. Here, hold on, we're about to stage separate, so I'm gonna give this guy a little bit of stability, and done. Okay. Now we can rotate this guy so these things are sideways. Which looks like it's about like that. What are we doing? We're 33 kilometers up. So we can probably start aiming right at the horizon here. But, yeah, I don't really remember this ship very much, obviously, because it is not controlling in any way the way I expect it to. The rolling is fine. I don't care about that. as long as we stay roughly sideways. I cannot believe I'm launching into a retrograde orbit. It wouldn't turn. It refused to go back the way it had come. So we're just gonna go with it. Okay, and we're at 55, so we can ditch the fairings. As soon as our apoapsis gets up to 80, I'll show you this ship here. Looks like we're going to just get these guys up, and our periapsis is 20. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to burn these guys out. Then I'm going to ditch them. Okay, there we go. We'll just deal with our orbit like that. Okay, this guy has a lot of stuff. He has the material bay and the goo, as he always does, but he's also got this guy. This is a surface scanning module, and I'm excited to use it. We are too high up, so we don't know what the surface stuff is. But we're going to be using that on Minmus. I unlocked that after we finished last episode. But you've seen me get into orbit and everything before. There's no need for you to watch this. I'm going to come back when we are getting close to Minmus. Okay, we're not quite at Minmus yet, but I realized a problem. Because we're going retrograde, we're going to come out to Minmus and meet Minmus retrograde. I figured, you know what, why not kill two birds with one stone and save a little bit of fuel and also meet Minmus prograde? So I've set up a maneuver node here that will burn us to get to Moon for 830 meters per second, which is about what you would expect for a Moon encounter. In theory, we're going to be coming this way. This is going to swing us around Moon and come out here. The problem is as usual, Kerbal Space Program isn't bothering to show me my encounter, so I'm just kind of guesstimating, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, you're going to see my moon encounter, and then you're going to see it vanish here. That is about as close as we can expect to be. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, so yeah, see, that's going to throw us into a crazy orbit. So we need to get closer to Moon. Come on, let me put a maneuver node. Game. Don't make me smack you. Let's add a maneuver and let's slide it out to here, I guess. There we go. We need to go south. And we need to get closer to Moon. And we need to go north. And this is completely not going to work. Oh well, I tried. We're going to have a very close period. The crazy thing is, I guess, yeah, the problem is we're not doing this burn at our descending node, but we're never going to be at our descending node. I should have targeted the Moon. See, we're going to have to then here. Oh, wait. We're going to have to here. This is going to be expensive. Learn from my mistakes, kids. Don't try this at home. That's going to touch us at Minmus's orbit for about what it would have taken to get us out there anyway. Oh well, hey, it was a learning experience, and you guys get passing through Moon Sphere of Influence science. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna say that this is a good thing. We're going to aim at this thing, and we're just gonna burn right now for this first node. And we're not going to use the node thing. We're going to watch until our periapsis gets down to about 10. Watching mostly this number right here. There we go. So now we can kill this maneuver node, and now we'll fiddle with this one's time just to get it back. Actually, we can stamp it at our periapsis because that's where we want it. And it is now nowhere near what we want. So what I'm doing here is I'm lining up Moon's orbit path with its center, and then seeing that we actually want to bring this thing back up to about here. Yeah, see, that's bringing our orbit back down. And we can actually do this. There we go. And that's going to get us nice on Moon's orbit. Yeah, see, right now my goal is to just fix all the problems with our alignment and everything. Yeah, this was a terrible, horrible idea. Yeah, see, the problem is we're not doing it at the right time. Let's fix our north-south here. Let's just fix our north-south here. Which means right like this. It's actually not that expensive at all. And that's going to get us a nice orbit. Like that. Although really, actually, maybe we should just do this to get our... Yeah, we'll get our orbit so that our apoapsis is coming towards Minmus. This mission is fraught with inefficiency. I blame TMS. Okay, that should take care of that. Now, at our periapsis, we want to utilize Olberth as much as possible. Or Oberth, sorry. To burn forward. And does that do anything close to what we want? Basically, no. Not even remotely. So, I think we're going to have to... Yeah, this is terribly, terribly, terribly inefficient. Okay, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to leave Moon's Sphere of Influence. And then out here, We are going to have to get our periapsis above Kerbin so we don't die. And then our periapsis we're going to have to burn out to Minmus. And then when we're at Minmus, we then need to do a burn to eventually meet Minmus is the goal. Meanwhile, we're missing this fantastic view that includes a Mutter Arch. TMS and Nartur seem to be really digging it, though. So, hey, at least we got that going for us. 81, that works for me. We would have so been better off just to burn up to Minmus. Would have saved time and fuel. But you never know until you try. There we go. We are perfect. Now we're going to do this here at our periapsis. I'm going to bring this up. Yeah, see, we're just missing it. So if we speed up just a little bit, we're gonna hit Minmus, which will be nice. Actually, what if we change the time? Time doesn't matter. Bam. Actually, that would be a bam. Do something like that. I'm a bit surprised, TMS, that you do not yet have the ability to aim prograde or retrograde. All right, at sunrise. That's pretty awesome. Okay, we're going to actually look at Minmus here, see where we are. We need to burn up a little bit more. And perfect. Okay. Maybe... what is that? 10. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let's get ourselves into orbit. Of course, we kind of would like a polar orbit, to be honest. But at this point, I don't care. It's only 200 meters per second. We're going to have a grand in the tank. This tank's empty. I wish we could ditch it. We're going to be using up a quarter of this. So we should be able to fill this guy up twice at least at Minmus. So I think we can land all 3 times. I think we can still land all 3 times in spite of the fact that I have screwed this mission up left, right, and sideways. And honestly, I think we're going to do a mid-course correction. We're going to ditch this maneuver node. We are going to do a mid-course correction to get ourselves going over the south pole, it looks like, because we're already coming in a little bit south. So we're going to go boom. And then we're going to go prograde. It's just so cheap to do it here. That's 1.2 meters per second to do it there. Whereas once we get in orbit around Minmus, it's going to be dozens, if not 100 meters per second. Remember when I said I would meet you at Minmus? We're finally at Minmus. And let's take a bevy of readings here. Mystery Goo, Material Study, Crew Report, keep. And Nartur, get your job done out here. Do your EVA report. Nicely done. Let's turn on our lights. And, I have put a new Module Manager config in. It allows me, check this out. Oh, look at that. Collect the data. Yeah, I'm not even close. Yeah, it doubles the distance to everything that you can collect data from. It's pretty much awesome. Let's see. Collect the data out of here. And then we are going to collect the data out of here. And we're going to store it. We're going to, as we did at the moon, we're going to store everything in, here. I want the first landing to be a pilot, just simply because I don't trust a non-pilot to land with me at the controls. So TMS, you get to be the first Kerbal on Minmus. I hope you're excited about that. Let's go ahead and get closer and get the near space science. A bit surprised we haven't gotten the alert yet that the science is ready. Oh, there we go. We've only got 3 minutes before our burn, so we're not gonna waste the time trying to collect all the data, even though it's super simple. We're gonna instead do this burn to get us in. Oh, we got another EVA report. We can do those though. I've already memorized the B key to get back on board, which makes me really happy. I thought it would take me longer to not hit F. Wow, we're just getting EVA reports left and right and center here. Okay, 16 by 27. Let's get it down to 22. Why not? Okay. Nartur, get out there and do your job. And we are ready to start landing on Minmus, except for the fact that I don't know exactly where to land. So I'm going to pause for a little bit, and I'm going to try to utilize the waypoint manager to drop 9 waypoints on Minmus, and that way I'll know where I want to land. Okay, I do not know how long it's been since I recorded last, but it's been like a day, maybe a little bit more. But I was able to lay down waypoints with the waypoint manager. Now, these waypoints have random signs on them. I didn't bother setting them. And waypoint manager, when you put down a waypoint, it just drops a random, like it picks out of all the available things, and it puts them on there. If you look here, I've set these up in sets of 3. And before I explain too much, I'm going to just do this one here. So I'm going to try to land here, basically. To make sure we've got a full tank of gas. We do not. So we're going to set this to pump 0. We are going to turn pumping on these two guys. And TMS, the pilot, who has SAS, is going to aim us retrograde here. And then my cat's going to be out. We're going to burn, though, until we come down close to this waypoint right here. I know, cat, it's crazy. And this is going to be poles. So the idea here is our impact biome is poles. That's all we really care about. We don't have to hit the waypoint directly or anything like that. We just have to get close enough to land on the poles. So let's go ahead and get our landing gear going. Minmus is so easy to land on, I am completely unconcerned. My main concern is that I will forget to turn SAS back on when I hop out to get an EVA report. Our impact time is here. Our suicide burn distance is a long way to go. I'm going to aim retrograde. When we get down to about 100, trying to save as much fuel as I can. Pretty good suicide burn there. Without actually committing suicide. I thought he was going to keep holding retrograde. That was my fault. And this is, like I said, this is Minmus, which makes everything easier. Okay, we are now going to do a full bevy here. Crew, materials, mystery goo, temperature scan, and you need to make your, oops, I forgot jumping on Minmus makes you fly away like a crazy man. But we're going to plant your flag just so you get the credit for it. And then just immediately take it down. And, oh, I just realized a problem. We cannot take multiples of these because we can't reset them. So TMS, I think, is just going to hit these 3, and then I don't remember who, Nartur, I don't have my list up, but whoever the scientist is going to have to do the other 6. But anyway, we're going to run an analysis here, and on the poles, the ore at the surface right now is 1.39, so the poles are garbage for ore. That's important to know. But now, all we care about is getting our navigation on to this guy. And, let's see, we want to go south, right? Yeah. We want to basically go directly south. If I can do this. There we go. Just hitting it at a 45-degree angle. And like I said, we don't have to get close to these waypoints. I hit C instead of X there. That's why I went the wrong way. There we go. Now our impact biome is the highlands, so we're going to chuck that off. And basically what I did is I took the biome map in F12 in the map mode. I did Alt F12 to cheat and look at the biomes on here. And then I just dropped waypoints in all three or in all 9 of them, so that and I tried to group them in 3s as best I could, and this is actually the worst 3. The other ones are better. Oh, we're in orbit mode too. That's the problem. We were holding retrograde to orbit mode, which is crazy. Now, we've done these 2. Yeah, we can't easily delete them from here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now we need to go down to the Great Flats, which is south and a tiny bit east. So we're going to, computer's on, we're going to go south and a tiny bit east. We're going to go about like this. Kind of scary, but hey, it works. Just got to trust the numbers. There we go. And yeah, we got about a half a tank, so I think this is fair for quitting now. And it's time to go back to the ship. So the ship is orbiting around. In all that time, the ship made it about halfway around. Really, we want to meet it up about here. So we need to wait for the ship to come around a bit till it's about where we are. And then we are going to launch northwest, which is this way. More north. And that's way too high. So we're going to go a little bit. Actually, we want to go into orbit mode now. We should actually have him as our target, so we can kind of see where we're going to encounter him. Sadly, he's already going to be way up here. So let's normal ourselves this way. I wish I knew what I was doing. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing? I'm trying to get these things to match, trying to bring this back this way, but I can't seem to figure out the right combination of things to do it. And I think we're just going to have to deal with the fact that we're not going to hit it very well. And then when we get here, we're going to add a maneuver to go this way, to match up like this, and then a radial this way to get our orbit kind of like this, and then we're just going to clear the surface down here. 8,000 should do it. And then we're just going to have to go around a whole bunch of times until we match up. I just realized I screwed this one up. This ship that has the lander on it and everything should not have the parachutes. That was a mistake, we'll say. Okay, we got the docking ports. We're coming a little fast, but that's okay. One of the nice things about little dinky ships is they're very easy to control. Yeah, see, this guy, see, now he should have already filled up with fuel. He's filling up right now. This guy has just enough. I think we can. I think we can get these guys home. We might have to leave this thing in orbit around Minmus, though. And actually, yeah, I am not happy with the choices I made with this ship. These parachutes should definitely be here. And this, yeah, and the heat shield should be there as well. But not a big deal. Okay, now, Nartur. Then TMS is going to transfer himself into here. And now it's Nartur's turn to try to land on the surface of Minmus without any help from SAS. I kind of wish we had the trajectories mod, actually. But we're going to add a maneuver here to slow us down about like this. And then ideally, we'll be able to come in right, and then the planet will have rotated enough. It looks like we might want to burn a little bit this way. Just so we come in along this long axis here. That should be perfect. Although with the rotation of the planet, maybe we want to cheat a little bit farther this way. Now we're not going to do the cool suicide burn with him. We're going to set up a maneuver node here. And we're going to plan on coming to a dead stop right there for 169 meters per second. And we're going to totally abuse the time warp rotation bug. Okay, and obviously the planet has rotated even farther than we thought it would. So we're going to make an executive decision here, and we're going to go this way. Yeah, this pod isn't perfectly balanced, and we don't have the computer to balance it, so he has to keep doing this. Okay, now we're gonna do this the smart way because we don't have as much control here. We're gonna get ourselves going perfectly straight down. I was burning so that this thing would aim perfectly straight down, and then we are going to time warp him down to the surface here. We're not going to do the suicide burn, the full one. But when we get to, we're going to wait until we get to about 1,000 or about 500 meters here from the suicide burn distance. And then we're going to, that's when we're going to hit the gas. Maybe I'll do it at 1,000 just because I'm getting scared. Because I won't be able to really watch that very well. So I'm going to burn us down until we're going about 20 meters per second. And then we're going to have a shadow over here somewhere. There's our shadow. I'm going to burn down to about 20 again, just so we're not going too fast. I'm going to turn off the HUD. And not bad for a scientist. Now we're going to let you collect the data out of here. Oh, come on. Fine, go plant your flag. I know you're excited to. Okay, everything's been restored. Let's make sure we take everything out of here, get back in, and then we're going to actually run this thing. 1.57, that's pretty much garbage. But now it's time to take off to the west, and we want to land on top of this big thing here. So we're actually going to activate navigation. We want to go, we want to go directly to the west. Okay, this is a very fun ride we have going on here. I see people flying, like, launching and stuff without SAS. I can't do that. We're going, we're in orbit mode. We're in orbit mode. Okay, not a big deal. You're a scientist. Back off, man. We're scientists. Have I mentioned that it's good that Minmus is so forgiving? We're back in orbit mode. Come on. Okay. We're going to leave it like this. And then we are going to lift him up. So he's back right side up. There. Now we got to go down into this flat area over here, which is the G down, which is right over there, which is again to the west, but also to the north. And I am totally... Oh, I'm using the wrong keys. Ay. Okay. Northwest. There we go. Okay. We got this. We got this. You're fine. Okay. We want to be going this way. How do people control ships without SAS? Okay, perfect. We're calling that perfect. And we are going to be landing in the flats, which is perfect. He's actually doing really well. I think we're gonna try to use up a lot of the fuel in this guy. We're gonna try to hit one more location at least before we go back. Although maybe not. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think not. Boom! Well done. And then you actually have a really good takeoff here. You're going to take off directly to the north. Okay. Now we're going to switch to the pilot. And the pilot is going to do the actual rendezvous. And come on, there we go. Turn off your computer. Just let them very, very, very poorly, but they've connected, which is the important thing. And we're filling this guy up with fuel again, which is perfect. And this guy is going to be empty of fuel. Oh, he's not empty of fuel, which is perfect. That's also perfect because that means we might be able to ditch this thing into something. Okay, we are at a perfectly bad place for landing at these things. So I think we're going to do at least one full orbit and let them come around. This is pretty much fine right here. Let's go ahead and kill this, go into surface mode so we know we're killing our surface velocity. We're going to watch this thing come basically zeroed out. And when we get our suicide burn distance down to 1,000,000, which we're at now, I'm going to slow down to about 20 meters per second like we did before, just to make it easy on Nartur. Now we're going to turn off the HUD because it confuses me. We're going to find our shadow, which is right there. We are not going to do an EVA report. And good enough. Good enough for a scientist. Let's go ahead and get you back upright, though. There we go. Coming straight down. Okay, we are going crazy. Stop being a nut job here. God, I wish I had computer control on this thing. Okay. Let's just we're not hurting for fuel. Let's get off the surface a bit and then think about what we're doing. We want to burn north, which is this way. Oh yeah, we're going to have so much fuel. We might actually be able to bring the entire ship back to Kerbin. Okay, no, don't panic. I said don't panic. Okay, you know what? Just lay down. That seems to be the best way to land here when you're not landing on the thing. Okay, let's go surface analysis. Exactly 1.00. So that's pretty much garbage. Bam. Nicely done, guys. Okay, now this guy's full of fuel. These guys have no fuel in them. This thing says we have 176 meters per second left. Now, the question is, how much do we need to get home, to get back home from Kerbin? I believe we're heading this way, right? 50 minutes away? No, we're heading this way around. Yeah, so we want to, from right around here, we want to burn back to Kerbin. Yeah, see, this would give us a periapsis that's low enough. This is 173. We have 176. We are going to bring this whole ship home. Give you a pretty precision move with how little fuel we have. Okay. 2, 1, 0, burn. Okay, now we are going to check and see what our periapsis is around Kerbin. We want it to be around 25. We'll make it, we've never come home from Minmus before. We'll make it 30. Okay, we are ready to ditch all the everythings. The beauty of it is we're coming in on the day side, which is always makes me happy. Just a little bit of extra science at the very end here. How much fuel do we have left? Half of a whatever liter, I guess. I've heard tell that what we think of as liter. Hey, material study. Let's take it. Nartur, you're going to have to EVA to get that materials study as quickly as you can here. Collect that data, reset it, get back in. Okay, the first thing we want to do here is we want to ditch this. The next thing we want to do is ditch this. The third thing we want to do is not hit these things as they swing around. We want to control from here. Oh my. Things are flying around here. We want to make sure we are set in the airflow here. It looks like these things are never going to catch up to us again, so we're good. Let's get into free mode so things are looking the way we're used to them looking. Let's get ourselves aimed as perfectly retrograde as we can. Whoa! That was a bit crazy. that could have been death right there. How's our ablator doing? It's doing fine. Jettison. Why would we jettison our heat shield? Yeah, we're already suborbital. We did great. I think we could have come down at 25, I think. I don't think we ever saw more than 2 Gs. I think Nartur saw more Gs when he was crashing around on Minmus. And an early morning landing somewhere on the massive continent after a very, very, very successful mission. Let's go ahead and recover these guys and see how much we get. Oh my god. 4,231 science. I think we did it. 861 funds received. We don't care about that. You guys are both at level 2, which is awesome. And holy cow, we can buy everything. Okay, well, we have unlocked the scanner here, which we've used now. We actually also have the survey scanner, which we could have brought along, but we didn't think we needed it. I just wanted to ground truth. But I think what we're going to do here is we're going to unlock this. That means we need to unlock this first, which means we need to unlock this. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to drill up here. There we go. And then we're going to get this. And then we still can't get this. Oh, we need to unlock this tier. I forgot about the whole need to unlock the tier. So in order to do drilling, we are going to have to pay $1.6 million to unlock that thing. So we're probably not doing it anytime soon. Well, let's see what kind of contracts we still have. We have no active contracts. We are going to be building a surface outpost on Minmus, but we don't need to actually do it yet. Fly by the sun. Nearby the sun. That seems kind of generic. Now sign this waiver. Yeah, fly near the sun. Like 10,000 meters? A billion meters? What? Let's go ahead and accept that because it never expires. Oh no, it does expire. Okay, then let's not do that. We'll take this because these are free. That's free. Orbital station around Kerbin. We're not quite at that point yet. Explore Duna. There you go. Finally. We have something that we could actually do. So next time, we're going to Duna. And hopefully we'll get a couple more Duna contracts. I don't really want to put an orbital station around Duna yet, or probably at all. But yeah, we're going to Duna next time. We have 400 and some odd thousand credits. Hopefully the run to Duna will get us closer to 1 million. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, wait for the sunrise and talk at you later.